All right, so you're opening this textbook for the first time. Get ready because you're about to start a quest. This isn't just another course. It's really a journey into mastering one of the most essential skills in the world, leadership. And over the next few minutes, we're going to give you a little sneak peek of the core ideas you'll be exploring. So let's dive right in.
First things first, we need to shatter a myth. You know that classic image of a manager? Someone sitting behind a big desk, calmly making these grand strategic decisions? Well, the reality? It's more like organized chaos. As the researcher John Kotter found, it's totally normal to jump between 10 unrelated topics in just 5 minutes. That, right there, is the real world of management.
And believe it or not, it gets even more broken up than that. Another study found that the average time a manager spends on any single activity is just 9 minutes. Think about that. Your day isn't some long, focused marathon. It's a series of intense sprints jumping from one thing to the next at an incredible pace.
Honestly, it's better to think of management as a contact sport. It's built on conversations, on constant interaction, and a nonstop flow of information. This textbook is designed to give you the framework and the tools you need to not just survive in that kind of environment, but to actually thrive in it.
But here's the really cool part. You are not going on this journey alone. This textbook is powered by a pretty revolutionary AI-first platform called Notebook LM. You can think of it as your own personal guide, ready to help you master this stuff every single step of the way. This completely changes how you learn. I mean, every single chapter has interactive flashcards to really lock in the key concepts. There are instant quizzes to check if you're getting it, and maybe best of all, anytime you have a question, you can just ask the AI directly. It uses the textbook as its source, so it's like having a teaching assistant on call 24/7.
Okay, so what are you going to learn first? We're going to start by mastering the blueprint, the fundamental hard skills that are the bedrock of any successful organization. This is where you learn how to make those tough decisions and design the very structure of your teams.
At the very heart of management is decision-making. And we're not talking about some simple multiple-choice question. We're talking about making high-stakes calls when the information is incomplete and the path forward is, well, anything but clear. You're going to build the analytical muscle to navigate that ambiguity with real confidence. And you'll learn to tackle these challenges with a proven, systematic process. Now, this might look pretty straightforward, but here's the secret. Under pressure, most people skip steps. You're going to learn to internalize this framework, from generating options to evaluating the final impact, which will make you a much more deliberate and effective leader when it really counts.
But great leadership goes way beyond just single decisions. It's about the biggest decision of all. How do you design the entire structure of an organization? How do you actually build a system where great decisions can happen and where people can do their absolute best work?
This brings us to one of the most fundamental choices a leader has to make. Are you going to build a mechanistic organization, a precise, efficient machine that's designed for stability, or are you going to build an organic one, a flexible, adaptive organism designed to thrive in constant change? And the answer, of course, is it depends. A mechanistic structure with its top-down hierarchy and formal rules, that's perfect for a stable, predictable industry. But in a fast-moving, uncertain environment, you need an organic structure that values flexibility, two-way communication, and getting everyone involved in decision-making. You'll learn how to diagnose the situation and choose the right blueprint.
So once you've mastered the blueprint, we move to what is often the most challenging and honestly the most rewarding part of management, unlocking human potential. This is the art of leadership. This is all about the people.
Your focus as a leader is going to change dramatically over your career. When you first start out, technical skills are key. As you move up, those big-picture conceptual skills become way more important. But notice the one constant, the skill that's vital at every single level? Human skills. People are always the core of the enterprise.
And we're not just going to look at leadership in one single context. We're going to explore the universal principles that define great leaders everywhere, from Silicon Valley all the way to Shanghai. I mean, are there traits that all cultures recognize as the mark of a true leader?
Well, it turns out there are. A ton of global research shows that traits like being trustworthy, honest, and encouraging are admired everywhere. And just as consistently, being a loner, egocentric, or dictatorial is rejected everywhere. Understanding these universal truths is a huge first step to becoming a leader who can inspire anyone.
But great leadership isn't just about your own traits. It's about understanding what drives other people. It's about motivation. You'll dive deep into the psychology of what makes us tick,
exploring frameworks that help you see if someone is driven by achievement or connection or power, and how you can use that knowledge to build a truly inspiring environment.
So you'll have the blueprint for the structure and the understanding of the people. How do you bring it all together? Well, this final section is all about one thing: turning theory into real-world impact.
And make no mistake, none of this is just academic theory. These are the practical, hands-on tools that you will use to build a team, to launch a product, navigate a crisis, and ultimately lead with a purpose that inspires everyone around you.
By the end of this whole journey, you're going to have a complete toolkit. You'll be able to make better decisions under pressure, design teams that are adaptive and effective, and truly inspire the people you work with. You'll be equipped to navigate the modern workplace, and, maybe most importantly, you'll have a framework to lead with purpose and integrity.
So, that leaves us with one final and pretty powerful question. This course will give you the tools, the knowledge, and the frameworks. But how you use them, well, that's all on you. What kind of leader will you become? The journey to find out starts right now.